Why do we go on diets? Dieting has been around for a long time. What's been around longer is a species-specific, appropriate, proper human diet. That's the question on what it is. And I think the closer that we can come to that specific question, it's quite possible the better off we'll be. So I'm doing beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for 30 days. Why am I doing it again? Why, after I said I'm no longer on the carnivore diet, I've just come to grips with the fact that I believe, in my opinion, that human beings are carnivores. Let me know what you think. But, the obligate hypercarnivore term would be 70% of your food coming from the flesh and associated fat of animals. And, the rest is debatable. So I'm doing beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for 30 days. I'm questioning everything they've ever said. On this channel, we are asking questions in a time where free speech is getting so confusing. I believe the finding your truth through questions is of the utmost importance. And, why would I do this again? Well, I'll let you know how it's going after 7 days. This is Anthony Stewart. This is Food for Thought. Once again, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I'm just showing you my journey through my feeling great every day. And here's what's happened after beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for 7 days. After 7 days. So what I wanted to do was basically set some ground rules for this time, and I was going to start counting macros, but I decided not to because I broke the macros down, and it was pretty much what I kind of eat intuitively. So I'm eating around 2 pounds of meat in the form of beef, bacon, and eggs, and adding fat in the form of butter and beef tallow. So you can check out my shorts reel, basically following what I eat in a day. I've been pretty strict with 1 meal a day. It feels good. It's in my control. I just work or do whatever I'm doing for that day, and then I get home and I eat. It depends on the time varies, the amount varies, and it's quite fascinating how I don't know how you guys in the carnivore space feel about this, but I find that it's really wild after about a year and 10 months ish into this thing, 9 months. I am now to the point where it's like an on-off switch. I make my food. I love what I'm eating, and there just comes a certain point where my body says, enough, I'm done. So sometimes it gets cut short, sometimes I go back to finish it, but for most part, it's just, by the time I'm done my dinner, or my meal, I am so sick and tired of it, steak and eggs, and whatever, the bacon, that I just stop eating. So that's kind of cool. So what I wanted to do track was my weight through this, because some people do this beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for weight loss, and they're very successful at it. Some people just try it out to see what happens. And one thing that I can say is that I feel best when I do this. This is my fourth round of 30 days. And I think what happens to me is it just gets me back to some discipline, simplicity, very easy to control. And for the upside of it is I don't waste a thing. I just know what is in my fridge. I defrost the meat that I need, and I buy the eggs I need and the butter, and that's it. It's so simple, and it's very easy. I do drink coffee, and so far I feel great. A little trick to coffee is I don't drink coffee immediately when I wake up anymore. I wait an hour, and it seems to be working a lot better. I don't get any kind of crashes or any kind. My energy is rock solid every day. So basically, my weight tracking, day 1 I was 179.7 pounds, and I'll put the proof there. Day 2 was 180.3. Ooh, big weight gain. Day 4 was 179.2. Day 5, 177.9. So you can see it's pretty tightly regulated. I missed the Saturday, and on the Sunday I was 177.7. And then I did a couple days like after 7 days. So yesterday was 179 pounds, and today The grand total was 178.8. So what's happening? My body's seems to be on cruise control, which is a great thing. I'm gonna start testing my glucose with a continuous glucose meter probably the last week. I've been trying to sort of incorporate some longer fasts, but because of my work schedule, I don't want to ever have a crazy physical day. I do a physical job, so I don't want to crash or have some kind of cramp issue in the middle of the day, or like, you know, if it's a longer day, I don't know how long the days are going to be, so it's very erratic in that respect. So I find what I'm doing right now, going at least 24 hours plus every day, it seems to be working pretty well. And as you can see with my weight, there's probably a lot of variables there with water retention, maybe the difference in my fat. Most of the time it's pretty similar, 4 to 5 eggs a day, 2 pounds of meat ish, and we're just cruising. So I'm going to keep doing this. Let me know if you've tried beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. If you're willing to try it, I would suggest it, because you know what? It takes a little bit of adjustment. Obviously, if you're going full, like from a standard American diet or some kind of keto diet, or a low carb approach, whatever you're deciding, and you go right into eating only meat, there's going to be some learning curves along the way. A lot of success out there. A lot of people are finding this works for them. A lot of people are losing fat very quickly. I tend to be pretty stable. I'm not going to the gym. I haven't been to the gym in October. I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm still holding on my muscles. What I'm doing in the mornings now is I'm focusing on mobility and core. So I'm doing these static holds, these isometric contractions, like the hollow body, Superman's, a horse stance, and some flexibility stuff, which is kind of like my morning routine. I get into it. I'm sleeping great. I'm feeling great. And that should be, in my opinion, the goal for everybody is feeling great every day. If you're not feeling great every day, there might be some things that you can do to achieve that. And I believe it comes down to sleep, breathing, exercise, movement, and obviously what you're eating. I think that has a lot to do with these conditions that we assume is age and we assume is just bad luck. I don't believe in chance. Chance is something that's just cause and effect, not recognized, to quote the Kabbalion. So I'm going to leave it at that today, guys. Thanks for joining me on my journey. I'm going to keep you updated. I keep telling you what I'm eating. Check out my shorts reel for what I eat in a day. And you know what? Leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for being here. Love you all. Stay strong.